a little girl named Goldilocks was walking through the forest. Goldilocks wandered on and on until she came to a part of the meadow where she had never been before. She stopped when she came to the house. In this house lived a family of bears. A papa bear, a mama bear, and a baby bear. They loved their house in the forest and they were very happy. They went on a long walk in the forest. Goldilocks knocked on their house.
Knock, 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 knocking on the door. Knock, 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 I've not been here before. Knock, 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 knocking in our ways. Is anyone at home at this great estate? Knock, 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 knocking on the door. Knock, 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 I've not been here before. Knock, 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 knocking in our ways. Is anyone at home at this great estate?
She waited, but no one answered. So Goldilocks slowly opened the door and walked inside. The three bears had gone out for a walk. They had just made a huge pot of homemade pudding, and they were letting it cool. Goldilocks was very hungry from her walk, and she went to the table and found 3 bowls of pudding. She decided to have a taste of the pudding in the great big bowl, but it was too hot.
You said ow. Ouch, ouch, the pudding hurt my tongue. It's too hot to eat for someone so young. Ouch, ouch, the pudding hurt my tongue. It's too hot to eat for someone so young. Ouch, ouch.
Goldilocks tasted the pudding from the medium-sized bowl, but it was too cold.
This pudding is cold. It tastes just like it is 7 days old. Burn, burn. This pudding is cold. It tastes just like it is 7 days old.
Goldilocks tasted the pudding from the teeny tiny bowl. This time it was just right, and she gobbled it all up.
Naughty Goldilocks, what did you do? Someone's going to be very mad at you. Naughty Goldilocks, what did you do? Someone's going to be very mad at you.
I am filled up to the top with pudding, said Goldilocks. I am tired and I'm going to sit down for a while. She saw a great big chair and she climbed up on top of it, but it was too hard.
Hearts and little Goldilocks, sitting on the chair is like sitting on rocks. This chair is too hard and little Goldilocks, sitting on the chair is like sitting on rocks.
Next, Goldilocks sat down in the medium-sized chair, but this chair was too soft.
Soft, soft, she did declare, I cannot sit on this soft chair. Soft, soft, she did declare, I cannot sit on this soft chair.
Finally, she sat down in the teeny tiny chair, and this chair was just right until she sat the bottom out.
Naughty Goldilocks, what did you do? Someone's going to be very mad at you. Naughty Goldilocks, what did you do? Someone's going to be very mad at you.
By this time, Goldilocks was very tired, and she needed a nap. I'm going to lay down now, and I'll clean up my mess later, she said. She walked over to the 3 bears' bed and climbed on the great big bed. Oh, but it was too hard.
It is too hard to little Goldilocks, laying on this bed is like
Goldilocks climbed up on the medium-sized bed. But this bed was too soft.
Soft. Goldilocks said, I'm snuggled up by the snuggle bed. Soft. Goldilocks said, I can snuggle up by the soft of a bed.
Finally, Goldilocks curled up on the teeny tiny bed and found it to be just right. Soon, she was fast asleep.
Sleep, sleep, rest your head. Snuggle down in your cozy bed. Close your eyes and have some sleep. Sleep, little Goldilocks, sleep. Sleep, rest your head. Snuggle down in this cozy bed. Close your eyes and have some sheets. Sleep, little Goldilocks, sleep.
While Goldilocks was sleeping, the three bears returned home from their walk. They could not believe what they found when they got there.
Uh-oh.
The bears were hungry from their walk, so they walked to their table. Papa Bear looked at his bowl and he said,
Someone's been eating my porridge.
and Mama Bear said,
Someone's been eating my porridge too.
and Baby Bear looked at her teeny tiny bowl in disbelief and said,
Somebody's been eating my porridge and they ate it. Someone tasted Papa's pudding, Mama's pudding too. Whoever ate from Baby's bowl ate it all, that's true.
Disappointed and hungry, the three bears noticed that something was very different about their three chairs. Papa Bear looked at his chair and he said,
Someone's been sitting in my chair.
and Mama Bear said,
Someone's been sitting in my chair too.
and Baby Chair saw her chair and she said,
Somebody's been sitting in my chair too, and they snapped their bottom out. Someone sat in Papa's chair and Mama's, there's no doubt. Whoever sat in Baby's bowl snapped the bottom out.
The three bears walked over to see if anything had happened to their beds and could not believe their eyes. Papa Bear looked at his bed and said,
Someone's been sleeping in my bed.
and Mama Bear said,
Someone's been sleeping in my bed too.
and Baby Bear looked at her bed and she said,
Somebody's been sleeping in my bed too, and Someone sat in Papa's bed and Mama's bed and clear. Whoever sat in Baby's bed, still right here.
Goldilocks suddenly woke up from her deep nap and saw three bears staring at her. She screamed, and she jumped out and ran out of the house. And Goldilocks promised never to go in a stranger's house again.